guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this episode I'm going to show you how you can remove glass glare from your picture or the picture of your client. Now initially you can do this once you've taken the picture, but if you are yet to take the picture, you have to remove the glasses of your client, take a picture, and then ask them to stay in a still position, and then place the glasses and then take another picture so you can do an after editing, so this glass bouncing on my glasses won't affect the image. So I'm going to show you how you can do that if you've already taken a still picture and you don't know how to do that, remove it. So first thing we're going to use two methods here. We're going to use the AI because AI is here. We're going to use AI to try this, and the second method is we're going to use Photoshop, the traditional Photoshop manipulation to do that. So first thing we have to do is we are going to test out the new AI. We have the Adobe Firefly AI. We're going to import this picture, drag and drop this picture into the Adobe Firefly, and then use the brush tool in the Firefly and then tap on the image and hit on generate. It's going to generate a bunch of pictures, which you can see here. If we check them out, it's looking weird, and they don't try this. They don't look so good. They don't look so well. They are not perfect because this AI, of course, AI cannot recreate the face of this person, the eye of this person, to try to match it up. So it's fake. It's looking weird. So AI cannot fix that right now for us, because I tried some other bunch of AI to try to do this. It didn't work out well because I was like, okay, AI, or let's use AI, but it didn't work. So now we're going to use the traditional AI. We're going to use the traditional Photoshop to do this. All we have to do is usual, import this picture into Photoshop, and then we're going to do some basic manipulation.
So since AI cannot fix this, we are going to fix it ourselves. You may ask how. We are going to use the picture to edit the picture. So it's like picture for the picture and by the picture. Well, that's democracy, but anyway, we're going to edit this using the picture. First thing, you have to duplicate the layer, and then we have to select the eye and then move the eye around. We are going to do a lot of copy and pasting here, so we can remove that glass glare, and then we're going to adjust it. So we're going to use a good part of the right eye to left eye to fix the damaged part of the right eye that has more details. So we're going to do that round. We're going to use lasso tool. We're going to select around the iris or eyeball. I don't really know part of the eyes anyway, but we're going to select that, and we're going to move that to this other side of the face. Just try to fix this one because it has so many properties we need to complete this one. So we have to complete it first to complete this one later. So it's tricky, but it works. So let's see. We're going to click on the mask, and we're going to clean. We're going to paint. Should I use paint? We're just going to paint around to make sure your brush set to black, the black color. We're going to paint. Well, that's looking good right now. We're going to do a little bit adjustment, just try to fix it, make it match. The reason we are doing this is so that it will look more accurate, and we are going to have the same eye property, so it will look like the same person. It will look like the person we are trying to edit. Weird eye, weird face, but this man's face is perfect, and we're going to move it and make it blend. So unlike the AI that gave us the eye property of another individual, just random individual, we are going to take our time to make sure we get the property right in this eye, using every little details from this other eye. So we're going to pay attention to so many details. Next, we are going to use the content aware fill to fill this area. We want to make it to look good, so I'm going to zoom out and look at it to make sure it's blending. You have to zoom out once in a while to look at it to make sure you're having the details well and it's not looking weird yet, but for every detail. So I'm going to use content aware so much here. I'm going to select this part of the eye, this part of the glare, and I'm going to use content aware fill also to remove it to make it blend. Content aware fill takes information from around it, so I think you understand that part. It's just, yeah, it does a nice work. We're going to come back to it. So I make sure what I do is I make sure I merge the other layers I've edited, just so I can have it on a plain layer, and I can just select and move. It makes my work easy. So I'm going to duplicate the eye, and I'm going to move it to this other part of the face, duplicate it, and next we are going to rotate and try to match it with the previous eye. So I'm going to reduce the opacity, and then we are going to try to trace it and make it match make it stay in line with the previous eye. Just place it on top the previous eye, make it blend. That way we can easily manipulate it, take out some details and leave out some details using the mask tool. You get. So for now we are going to take out the glass glare, which is we're going to select the area around the glass glare, and then we are going to use content aware to take it out. You have to be careful when doing this because you want to get in only details that matters. That's by the way. You can use the fill to do this, but that's by the way, depends on you. But for me, I'm using content aware fill for this part. I later discovered fill was better, so you can try fill. Satisfied with the result, I'll click OK, and there you have it. Now make the eye layer visible, and you can see how it fits perfectly. Now we're going to use the mask tool. We're going to select the eye, and then we're going to hit the mask, and then we're going to use the mask tool to erase the unwanted parts from this picture. Just try to make it blend very well. Just add some little dabs around it to make it fit. Looking perfect already. This part is up to you. You can decide to adjust how you feel you need it to be blended. And so I need it to blend very well with the eye. We have so many details out there, so we're going to try little erasing and fixing. Just try to fix that. This is up to you. It's up to you. When you're satisfied with the results, next we want to work on this other eye. We're going to use the select tool and select it, and use the content aware field again to add a little bit more details so it won't look like he's blind, because he's not. And yeah, we're just going to fill that as well with the content aware field, and then you can see it's looking good now. So if you zoom out, you see how perfect it fits. Okay, so we're going to bring the background image, bring it to the top, because I want to use the background image, like I said, we duplicated, so I can add more details to this, which means I'm going to hit the mask, and then I'm going to erase. I'm just trying to blend it with the previous image there. You can see I'm erasing the eyes. I'm trying to fix it, make it look more in touch with the original picture. That's the word. To make it more in touch with the original picture and make it look real. You can see how careful I'm working around that edge, because this is the part that demarcates the background and the one we've edited. You can see it's looking good, but we still have to do more editing. Next, we're going to bring the background layer forward so that we can use the mask tool and remove the glass glare the light bouncing on the glass, and we're going to do that so we can make it look real and blend seamlessly with the picture. This part I'm going to leave it up to you, depends on what you want. So when you're satisfied with that, we are going to work on the other eye, and I'm going to select this part of the eye because I want to add it. I don't know what they call it, but I just want to add it at the top of this other side, this other eye, just so it will be consistent and have the same look with the person. It is very important for this manipulation to be consistent, because you are trying to recreate someone's look. We are trying to create a human eye using Photoshop, so it's very important for it to look consistent. So we're going to use the mask tool again, and then we're going to just clean gently around the area there, so we can get that eyeliner, that eyeline something. I don't know what they call it, but eyeliner, so whatever. All right, so I think we've gotten that. Wow, this looks perfect. Like, it is perfect. Honestly, I'm blown away by the result, and it's looking like the person is looking like the client. It's looking like this man. It's looking like him. It's not like that weird AI. Next, we are going to just copy that part and then move it over to this other side of the eye, just so we can blend it and make it consistent again, so we can take out that white dot area. I'm going to duplicate it again. I'm going to repeat the same process, just move it over there, and then we're going to use the mask tool for each of these layers we've duplicated, and we're going to just erase using the brush tool. Just erase, tap it, just little tap, just adding more details that people might not see, but without it, this photo looks fake and edited. So we're going to tap that. Next, I'm going to add the curve adjustment tool to this background. Reason is we have to make it dark and reduce the brightness, make it look darker, and then we are going to move it below, and then we're going to use the eraser tool to just tap around it and make it look like the real color of his eye, just to make it consistent. Again, we just have to make it consistent. Well, that is weird. We just have to add the mask tool to this layer and then invert it, and then we're just going to use the brush tool again and just tap little gently around this area, just to recreate the eyes and make it look beautiful. Now you can see how good it looks. I love this. I love the result. You can see how cool it looks. It looks so perfect. For the next eye, we're going to do the same thing. Curve adjustment to max and then invert, and then we're going to erase. Just dab the brush tool around that area, just make it look dark. Now you can see it's consistent and it's looking like him. This is so awesome. Honestly, I love this. I love the result and I'm proud of the result. I think we are done to save here, but I think we have to do one last touch with the background layer, which I told you not to touch. We're going to bring it upward to the top. Before we do any other thing, we have to do one last touch, either by using a clone stamp tool, or you can use your contact hour fill, whatever. I'm just going to tap around it, just try to remove some basic light details here, just to make it look blendable. For the final touch, we have to select this part of the glass glare and use the content hour fill to take it out, so we can regulate the amount of glass flare we need in that part of the face. We can settle for that, but I think I still want to add a little bit details of the glass glare, so it will look like okay, it's a glass or light is passing through it. Good. So we're going to do that now. Flip the background picture, activate it, use the content hour fill, and then I'll start erasing that. And after that, I think we are done with that. This is just the last part of the editing, and I'm just going to work on that and I'll show you the result. If you're new here, please smash the subscribe button, turn on my post notification. Thank you. And there you have it. Here's the before and here's the after. You can see the switching. It's so cool and it looks better and real. It looks better than what the AI generated for us, and this is the perfect way to satisfy your customer or your client. So if you love this video, if this video was helpful, smash the subscribe button and turn on my post notification for more content. Please encourage me to post more. See you next time. Bye.